Hello, my lovely air signs. This is going to be your week ahead reading. Make sure that you watch all of your placements, your sun, moon, rising, and your Venus signs for your entire spread for your week ahead. Every video will have them timestamped so you can skip around and watch the signs that you want to. The channel does look a little bit different over last week and this week. I'm kind of going with the flow. I'm changing things up. I get bored doing the same type of readings all the time, and I want to make sure you guys have enough content to watch, but I also want to post content that I think you guys will actually enjoy. So let's see what we have going on for our air signs. We're going to start with the sign of Gemini. All right, Gemini, we start with the Five of Wands. So lots of conflict, a lot of confusion, a lot of back and forth, clashing egos and butting heads. I really feel like you could be dealing with a fire sign, and maybe you guys just cannot quite see eye to eye. So you need to try and rise above that, maybe find some stability or some balance. And there might be a lot of competition somewhere in life. Could be with work, could be in love, but definitely a lot of fighting back and forth. All right, more fire sign energy, Queen of Wands. This person gets noticed. She gets a lot of attention, good or bad, and I don't think she really cares either way, whether it's negative attention or positive attention, and that might be where the clash really is. She's somebody who manifests everything that she wants, and maybe she's having a big glow up, or people are really starting to notice her. She's somebody who has a very commanding presence when she enters a room, and so that could be you, or that could be somebody that you're dealing with. I feel like there is an opportunity for you to take a leap of faith somewhere in your life, and this is something that you might want to actually try something new and step out of your comfort zone. I feel like this is something that maybe you have wanted to do for a while, but you either weren't sure how to go about doing it, or there was a lack of confidence behind this decision. So step out of your comfort zone this week and try something new, especially if you've been on the fence about it. Something else needs to end. Remember, when one door closes, a new one will open. Death and rebirth, cyclical energy, things coming full circle. It's also Scorpio energy. So we have Aries and Scorpio back to back. You could be dealing with either an Aries or a Scorpio. We had a lot of fire sign energy in the first three cards, and then we move into water signs. So maybe you're learning to mellow things, especially changes that need to happen. But I feel like this new opportunity can't start until you're ready to close out an old chapter. So be willing to transform the situation. There's also somebody that could be spying on you potentially. This is a mountain that you can overcome, and I feel like once you figure out who or what this person is up to, it won't be a hard decision to kind of close that chapter and maybe put up either some fierce boundaries or to finally be able to let go of what isn't working in your life. Justice will be served, could be dealing with courts, contracts, legal issues, Libra, or the justice system. This is something where karma is coming to level the playing field and balance things out. Where things have been really tough and erratic, lots of conflict and chaos, a lot of maybe clashing egos or fiery tempers going on, you need to be willing to try something new and leave the past behind, especially if it's like a toxic ex that maybe is spying on you. You might be dissolving something through the courts. It's also something where I feel like there's really a need for balance, and this is finally the time that it's coming. There's also a new opportunity for something positive to come in when all of these old things are leaving. You're making room for the positive new to come in. So we have the possibility of taking a leap of faith. It might be with a new partner. This is also a card of friendship, but it's an offer that comes, a little unexpected. So maybe you bump into this person and hit it off. Maybe you meet them out of, sheer luck, but this is something that comes to emotionally fulfill you. So it's an awesome card if you're letting go of toxicity and you want to welcome in something positive. And they're telling me springtime is going to be very exciting for you. So get excited about these new beginnings and new opportunities. Hi Libras, let's see what we have going on for you. You start with the Fool, Aries energy, needing to take a leap of faith somewhere, knowing that all things will work out for the highest good. So some sort of new beginning, happiness, reward, and needing to take that leap of faith. It could have to do with love. I feel like you may have met your match, your divine counterpart. The Empress signals things like feminine energy, motherhood, pregnancy, fertility, birthing new creations, and she might really complement the situation. All right, we have the Chariot. So forward movement and forward progress after a long period of stagnation. I feel like you're finally willing to jump in to this situation more fully, and that things are finally starting to transform. You're also possibly changing where you live. You might be purchasing a new vehicle, some sort of journey, or maybe the journey has been that you're trying to work through all the issues that you've had leading up to this and find the balance within. You're listening to your intuition, and if you aren't, this is a caution that you need to be. The High Priestess is somebody who really is tapped in. I feel like she could also be this partner, this Empress, could embody both the High Priestess and all this soft, nurturing energy. So she would be somebody very incredible to settle down with. She's somebody who's really very powerful, especially in the spiritual realms. And she's somebody who could kind of help navigate through the physical. So I feel like this person is probably one and the same, the Empress and the High Priestess. And she's somebody who really can create the life that she wants. And you might be along for the ride to enjoy it. Queen of Cups, again, we have the same type of energy, very nurturing, very romantic, somebody who is very motherly, somebody who's gentle, somebody who's really in tune with their intuition and connected to source. There's going to be some sort of victory in this situation. A lot of good news, it looks like, is coming when you're ready to finally jump in and take this leap of faith. I feel like that's when things actually transform in your life and for a whole lot better. So some sort of good news is coming, could be an official letter or some sort of notification coming, and it comes in rather quickly this next week. So this is possibly some sort of expression of love. These are typically seen as the arrows of love, and they move rather quickly. Somebody is reaching out, expressing their feelings, how they feel, what they need to say. And maybe it's you that you're finally gathering up enough courage to be able to take that leap of faith with your significant other and say, I'm ready. Let's move these things forward. Let's, get married, get engaged, move in together. Whatever it is that works for your situation, this is definitely forward progress, and it comes in a lot quicker than you might have anticipated. I feel like this significant other kind of knows that this is coming, but she's waiting patiently for you to actually make the right move. So male or female does not matter in tarot. This is just energy, but I do feel like somebody is finally ready to take that forward leap in order to actually make a move on their forever person. We don't have the Two of Cups and we don't have the Hierophant. Those were what I would say normally would signal marriage, but there's definitely communication of forward progress, and I do feel like you're both ready to finally nurture this connection. Aquarius, my aqua sauce, what do we have for you? We start with the Ace of Cups, so some sort of either love offer or new friendship is coming in, something that's really emotionally fulfilling, and definitely something that could come unexpectedly, and sometimes those are the best type. Some sort of victory is coming for you as well. Could be some sort of official document, some sort of letter in the mail, but some good news is finally coming. It could have to do with love. It could also have to do with like finances or anything else that maybe has been either unknown or like a struggle for things to actually kind of come to fruition. There's a breakthrough coming, some sort of clarity, an aha moment, an epiphany. It's a breakthrough. So finally we get some good news and some positive things are changing for us. Also, truth could be revealed in some scenario, some situation. And this is really important that you take this good news that you may have been waiting for quite some time. It could be a lot better news than what you anticipated. So not only are you getting a victory, possibly with love, you're getting the clarity that you need to have a breakthrough, and then you're going to get a lot happier, fulfilling times ahead. This is also a card of marriage, a lot of emotional fulfillment. It could be a lot more stabilizing influence in your love life as well. You've really waited a long time for this to happen, and I feel like you've almost lost hope that these things will change for the better, that you didn't see any forward progress, that things are literally ticking away at a snail's pace. And so you're like, should I just give up? I mean, nothing's really happening, nothing's really changing. You're frustrated, you're tired. Things are shifting, even if you don't realize it just yet, so have a little more patience. I do think that some of you are going to get married. This is typically a card of a solid, stable foundation, and it's a celebration. So I feel like with the Ten of Cups that there could definitely be the opportunity that some of you are getting engaged or getting married, especially with the diamond in the top. And Judgment, it involves the legal system. You do have to get a marriage license to be legally married, at least in the United States. I'm not sure about all other parts of the world. But this is a legal binding contract, so tread lightly and make sure you know who you're getting involved with is always what I say. It's also a card of karma, so maybe things are finally leveling out in your love life. Maybe you finally got the breakthrough that you needed, and things are finally starting to shift for the better, that things are more solid than they've ever been, and that you finally feel comfortable making this commitment to this person. It's a very interesting energy. We go from, having a love offer to very quickly things transform for the better, that you've waited a long time, but it's looking like things are finally shifting and the divine has intervened. So karma has been dealt and things are starting to transform. This is the only decision that I feel like you're going to really want to make, or the only one that can be made under the circumstances. I hope that helps. Have a great rest of your week.